The community of Park Heights is best known for what some consider the most exciting 2 minutes in sport, the Preakness. But the surrounding neighborhood has its own character, quite different from the pomp, ceremony, and prestige inside the 70-acre Pimlico complex.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deborah Warford, and I'd like to welcome you to my neighborhood of Park Heights. I'm standing right now in front of the house that I have lived in apartment since 2009. I'm also standing on the main strip, which is known as Park Heights Avenue.
Lower Park Heights has traditionally been a very strong community. Over time, it's gone from majority Jewish community to now majority African American, but always very much working class, strong families. At its height, Park Heights had about 65,000 residents. Now we're at about 33,000 residents.
When those people began to leave the community, you know, a lot of these properties were left vacant. So they just became vacant. A lot of them were left vacant, and they were, and the conditions were so that, you know, over time, these properties begin to wear down.
When you walk onto our side streets, it all depends on what side street you go in. You might run into a side street that have a lot of vacant houses. You know, it all depends. You might go on a side street that is home ownership, completely home ownership has been maintained. You might go into a side street that has a combination of both.
See, what we're seeing here is what could be seen as a typical block in Baltimore, where you have a number of vacancies, where you have a number of homeowners, where you have a number of renters, and then you have some redevelopment that's beginning.
There's not too many neighborhoods that you can walk through in Park Heights do not have houses that are not abandoned or vacant.
So this is one of the properties that we've renovated in Park Heights. We're very excited about it. It's nearly complete, and just about ready to move in. So let's go and take a look. So this is one of the houses that we've have renovated in Park Heights. This was a vacant house, was totally dilapidated. The roof was falling off of it. There was a tree growing through the back. This property was done by community residents, community developers. And we mandate that in all of our development projects, that you hire a high percentage of people from the neighborhoods and from the community to do this type of work. This is what the people in Park Heights are capable of doing. Not just our organization, but this is the amount of talent that we have in this community. And if we can do this here, we can do this anywhere. This is just one house on one block, and we're going back to our block by block strategy.
This is of course a community, so there's multi things going on. You have yoga, tai chi, and things like that. And then this is a community garden. I believe the correct word is it's a co-op, because you can pay into it. And what we do here is that we plant your crops, of course, and then in bulk you get, after they're harvested, we deliver them to you. So that's how, you know, someone in the community, because there isn't a grocery store, you can still stay healthy. You can still stay healthy. You can still get vegetables fresh. You know where they are because it's right here in your community, and it's a way of paying back into your communities. We are in a food desert. We do not have an adequate supermarket. That's one of the things that our healthcare centers in the community, Park West Healthcare Center, is addressing, is the health disparities that Park Heights is so known for. So all along here, what you're going to find is nothing that's healthy. You're not going to find a store or a restaurant that's geared towards healthy living, a healthy lifestyle. You're not going to find that. You're going to find little sub shops. You're going to find a place where people are going to grab things and eat. I don't even know. I think the closest one is down at Mondawmin Mall. And that's the grocery store. So that's why this is important, because there isn't a grocery store in the community that you're going to get fresh vegetables from. So, yeah.
First of all, you must know that we have just as many churches and bars in this community.
Well, you have 82 churches and 43 liquor stores. So as the saying goes, church liquor store church.
You know, our statistics have shown that these strips have some of the highest crime rates because, you know, the clientele that you bring in. So we can improve the kind of businesses that come in our community, particularly on the main strips. You know, we can improve, I think our neighborhood would get better.
There are some things that we need to do as it relates to the liquor establishments because they are the home of where a lot of the criminal activity is, whether it's drugs, whether it's a lot of the violent crime, all those types of things. We have, you know, the police is identified. They are in direct correlation to where that criminal activity is. 1 block above, 1 block over is where that criminal activity is from a liquor establishment.
Park Heights is a vast area. It's 1,500 acres. The master plan area is 1,500 acres. And so this area creates an opportunity for these stores to be moved elsewhere throughout the community and not have a high concentration, you know, per se in 1 block.
Right. Some of the biggest problems in Park Heights as it pertains to some of the systemic problems is unemployment. We see in Park Heights that a lot of money is being generated by different businesses, small and major businesses, but it's not trickling down to the residents of Park Heights.
What we feel is Park Heights' most critical need is economic development. It is job creation. And in the concept that we've developed, there is a huge workforce development component to it. As we do this redevelopment and revitalization, somebody has to do the work, and we've identified the residents of this community to do that work.
Workforce development, getting them better jobs, and becoming politically in tune to what's going on around them. That's what our biggest challenge is.
The bottom line, when you see some of the problems that exist in Park Heights as it pertains to crime, a lot of individuals aren't selling narcotics or breaking law to have fun. They're doing it because they're trying to make money. So one of the main things we need to do is to bring businesses in Park Heights and also help those individuals who are creating their own business. Entrepreneurship is key.
If you know, we have a community that has about 12,000 young people. Those people that need jobs, they need training. You know, they need not minimum wage jobs, they need living wage jobs.
The biggest challenge, I would say, are resources. People are pouring in resources every time you turn around, everywhere you look. However, you need the right resources. And those are the things that we need to get people up and running. How do you know what the right resources are? You have to talk to the residents. You have to talk to those that live within Park Heights. You can't sit outside and assume that this is what they need, this is what they want. You literally have to come in, you have to do some grassroots working, get your hands dirty by touching people and talking to them. Not dirty as if someone needs to wash their hands, but just literally touching people and understanding the true essence, the core of what they need.
Well, my history in this community dates back to when I was a child.
We are just an open community which trying to work and get our families the best we can.
There's a little stamp of each individual person who's lived here.
To put your feet where so many before you have walked.
That kind of thing sends chills up your spine.
Watch My Town, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on CharmTV.
Well, the barbershop is the Black Man's Country Club. We come here, we can talk about various topics. I've been coming here for over 20 years. And sometimes not even getting a haircut. But they allow me, Mr. Clinton, Maurice, and Till, who's been here for 30, 40 years. It's a staple in the community. You can come here and you can be transparent as possible. Transparent more than any other place in the community.
Park Heights was a very vibrant community. It was economically stable when I was growing up. All of the families had the same rules. If you went from one house to the other house, they all had the same rules, so you couldn't escape discipline. And even when you came into Park Heights Barbershop, the barbers here, we respected them. They were our seniors, and we respected everything that they said.
I feel the biggest strengths in Park Heights are their people, the resilience that they have, I think that one of the other biggest strengths is the fact that they care. You know, they have a passion and commitment, you know, to no matter what, this is home.
Overall, there is still crime, there is still despair, but people are concerned. They have a heart of compassion. They want to see our community thrive and grow.
It's a fine, upstanding office, and I've been doing it for about 2 years. We've done a whole lot with the neighborhood and cleaning up the block, keeping people safe. We really love this community, love the people in the community, but it's a struggle. It's an ongoing struggle. It's not going to be done overnight. It's going to take time. We need more officers like him up here in this community. This is a pretty bad community, but as long as he's up here, it's okay. You can walk the streets, feel comfortable, feel safe.
The community is believing in themselves again. They see the transformation that's taking place in the community. I'm just so excited that the people in the city and the state and the community is coming together to revitalize a community that has been dead for so long.
Then some physical changes. We're standing in front of one now, a new 60-unit senior housing building for low-income residents of Park Heights. It's fully occupied, and this was an opportunity for Park Heights Renaissance to work with its partners throughout the community to do something great for the community. This is on a site that was once a drug-infested apartment complex, and along with the city, along with Comprehensive Housing Incorporated, Park Heights Renaissance, we all came together to build a great building.
And when the community sees this new building, this new edifice, they have hope. They are excited and encouraged. They definitely want to see more within the community, but they see something, a spark of influence.
Well, what we're seeing so far is not that visible, but what we're seeing is a big change in families, particularly families with school-aged children. Park Heights Renaissance has several in-school programs where we partner with Baltimore City Public Schools in order to ensure that all of the residents who live in Park Heights, their children have the opportunity to have a great education here.
We have Pimlico Middle Elementary School, we have Arlington Elementary Middle School, we also have Edgecombe Circle Elementary Middle School. While the schools are changing and there are some different dynamics that will be taking place, our young people are learning, our young people are growing. They have great opportunities for tutoring, for outside support with peer mentoring, but overall they are getting their math, their science, they're also getting physical education, which is a big deal.
I'm considering moving into this community because it's one thing to stand outside of a situation and judge, and then when you get into it, it's like, oh. Well, if you don't invest in the community, then you can expect to see abandoned homes. You can expect to see things that are going awry. You have to get into the community, find out what's going on. That's where you can start to make solutions. You know, you can start creating solutions for the problems. You can't just keep saying there's a problem. You have to be a part of the, either you're part of the problem or you're part of the solution. I choose to be a part of the solution. This is one way.
Just because we appear to be down, we are not out. Just because it seems to be delayed in terms of restoration and renovation within our community, it does not mean that we are denied. It's coming. We can hang on in there. When other communities look at us, they can say, wow, Park Heights is still growing. Wow, Park Heights is still in the race. Wow, Park Heights has tremendous enduring strength. No matter what the odds are, Park Heights still rises to the top.
When I walk around my community of Park Heights, I see hope. I see individuals who want to get out of this downtrodden state that they're in. I see people who have aspiring dreams and aspirations. Some people may look at them like to kick them to the side, but I say we don't need a handout, we need a hand up. That's what they need. They need encouragement, they need an opportunity like everyone else.
People make the community. Houses don't make the community, people make the community. So yeah, that's why I'm moving back.
Park Heights is a great community with great people, a great barbershop, great citizens, and we're on the rise. Look out for Park Heights.
For more information on Baltimore neighborhoods and full episodes of My Town, go to www.charmtv.tv.